Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Big Rig Banter. This week, I hope everyone had a great New Year's and everyone got to where they needed to go. If you guys were traveling safely, hopefully there wasn't too many, butt heads out on the road and no one cutting you off and not a whole lot of drunk drivers out there. Hopefully, if you guys were traveling, you guys got to wherever you're going safely, and hope you guys had a fun and enjoyable end of 2023. Lord knows we just want to get as far as we can from 2020 because that was just a mess. So let's go ahead and roll the intro and we'll introduce you to our guest. All right, guys, so we're here in 2024 and we have our first guest here. Unfortunately, our co-host decided to be a big baby and didn't want to show up because he got the flu or something, you know. So yeah, so send Albert your prayers and all that good stuff. So I got a friend of mine here that I've driven with in the past over at Yarnell Ice Cream. We got Jay.
Hello.
And
how are y'all?
trying to figure out what kind of topics we wanted to cover and everything, and I figured we'll start with, like we normally do with all of our guests, like what was your, were you a generational truck driver, or what got you into driving? Because you're not driving anymore, right?
No, I'm actually in HVAC now. I made a couple career changes after driving, but
Just trying to find your niche and everything.
yeah.
But your dad still drives, right?
Yeah. Well, that and many other things, but yeah, he's still driving. Grandpa drove. He drove right out of the military.
Your grandpa or your dad?
No, my dad. He drove out of the military. I think he worked for Warrior Express.
I think they're still around.
Yeah, I think so. Northeast. And
Right.
God. So I don't know how he did it. Just every day, 95.
So was he out on the road when you were a kid?
Yeah. Actually, I remember going and spending, my 2 weeks in the summer there or whatever, and he would be on the road sometimes or this or that. But I don't know. I remember, being up at 2 a.m. on the road with him somewhere. I don't, as a kid, I was half asleep all the time. But he's like, "You want to drive?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay." So we're driving down the road. He sets the cruise. He gets up. Come on, let's get this. I'm like, okay. So, like 9 years old driving a big truck. That was awesome. But it kind of instilled
Is it one of those
something.
deals where he took care of the pedals, you just kept it between the lines?
No. I mean, he got up
He's like, "See ya."
as we're going down the road.
I'm
Yeah.
going to take a nap. Don't kill anybody.
But, and that was really cool for me. I didn't get to do that with, my kids, but they got to ride a little bit.
Right.
I guess things are a little different 20 years ago, but
Oh yeah. Things have definitely changed.
Yeah.
That's. So, what did you just wanted to follow in his footsteps, or did you just end up falling into driving later on?
I think it was later on. I was looking for some kind of career move. Well, we worked at Yarnell's together.
Right.
We knew that was kind of not going somewhere at
Well,
the time, but
Well, when you're just a yard driver,
Yeah.
Which I think the drivers that we have out here now that just don't know anything, can't really maneuver, don't really know their ass from a hole in the ground.
yeah.
I think being at a warehouse that's laid out specifically like Yarnell's, just because of the way the docks were,
That was fun.
it required you to learn how to maneuver, and you had to learn some skill in order to back him to the dock. I mean, it wasn't just a straight shot like a lot of the other warehouses. So I think
Can you count how many doors Prime ripped off?
because of that pole, yeah, there was a couple of them. But I think that'd be, that kind of position, being a yard driver for like a year, because you a lot of backing, a lot of simple maneuvering stuff that
Yeah.
most of the over-road drivers might do once a day.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I
It
think that'd be
was-
awesome if people just start off being a yard driver. You're
Actually,
not going
I mean,
anywhere.
That's a really good point because you had to do that 9-10 times a day.
Oh yeah, because you have to
like-
order all the Schuster trailers, the Prime trailers.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I think you're right.
Especially for that dry dock over there. I can't tell you how
forgot
many.
about
I
that one.
can't tell you how many times I had to like, hey, dude, get out of the. You're gonna. No,
Yeah,
just,
no,
just,
they can't.
I'll do it. Just
They can't.
get out of the way. Because even for us, it was a bit of a challenge. But man, and so, well, outside, then while you were there, you got your CDL,
Yeah.
and so
And that kind of goes back to money.
Right.
I was looking to make money. I was, what 20? I don't remember.
I've slept since then.
Yeah, but
What has it been over?
It's
See, I left
09?
Yarnell's, so
think it was like 09.
Yeah. So I started here in 09.
yeah, because you've been here for like 15 years. So back
With no
it
end in
was,
sight.
It was money, and they were like, "Hey, you're going to go get your CDL," and I'm like, "Okay."
Okay, let's be honest. Now, no one is going to know who the hell it is we're talking about. Was it money or was it Stacy?
It was money because I was thinking if this doesn't work out, I'll go get a job somewhere else. I knew because back then, you got the school now that everybody has to go to because that's a requirement. It wasn't that way,
Right.
But if you didn't have,
It wasn't shortly afterwards that it
right?
started.
Yeah, but you had to have almost 2 years experience for anybody to hire you for
Anybody.
insurance
Which
purposes.
is messed up because how are you supposed to get the 2 years if you
Right.
can't?
Right. So for me, I thought if this doesn't work out, I'll go do what I want to do.
Well, at least with a CDL, you can get a job.
Oh, I still
anywhere.
got mine. It's not going away.
Oh, no. You never know when that might come in handy. I might accidentally forget to renew my medical card, but that's neither here nor there.
It's only $100 or
so-
now. What is it now? 160.
It depends on where you go.
It
It's
used to be $100.
well, I've always paid like 75,
Yeah.
75, 80. When my first medical card was like $40
Nah, yeah.
years ago.
Now we're getting to the age where you're like, I'm gonna take a couple aspirin, maybe some ibuprofen before I go. Make sure the blood pressure's good. Like,
Whatever it takes. But
but
then, so obviously being a yard driver and working the transport over at Yarnell's was just kind of a stepping stone. And then you decided was your dad driving again at that point?
oh yeah.
Did
yeah.
he ever stop driving?
No, actually,
So the entire
No.
time you were at Yarnell's, he was still driving.
yeah.
Oh.
He was doing flatbed.
But he wasn't like on his own authority or anything yet.
He didn't
right?
have his own authority. He was leased to a company here in Searcy. We'll leave that out.
Okay.
Yeah, well, things happened. Well,
Right.
not with him, but with me and the guy. So when I left Yarnell's, I bought a truck, and I leased on with that guy, and that worked out great for a while. But to me, it was more about doing what I wanted to do
Right.
versus, hey, you're going to Jersey or we got a load going to Maine, and I'm like, no, we don't. You have a load going to Maine, like. So I got to pick what I wanted to do. I got to go where I wanted to go, and if I needed a day off, that was on me.
Right.
So the thing is, though, it's different than how you would drive, because if I got a load Monday morning and it was going 1,200 miles, I'm gonna be there Tuesday morning
Right.
because I need another load Tuesday, because if I don't make my week, then I don't get to go home. I'm going home either way, but I'm gonna lose money.
So how long would you run?
Oh,
Just you come home on the weekends?
usually I was home Thursday, Friday, but then owning your own truck is different as well, because then it turns into a 7-day-a-week job,
Right.
because you're working on the truck, you're doing bills, you're trying to get a hold of brokers, trying to set up,
Right.
But all that stuff came later. When I was working for him, it was just basically working the truck.
So you never did the real over the road experience. You weren't out there for like 5-6 weeks at a time.
Oh, heck no.
That's how that's when I got my CDL. I was doing local stuff. I was home every day, so I was working for a furniture company. But then when I went over the road, there was no like easing into it. It's like, all right, well,
Bye.
we're gonna be gone. And my uncle's like, we're gonna be gone for like 5-6 weeks. I'm like, what? That's a lot of clothes.
I didn't know how good I had it before.
And so, but then, Yarnell's doesn't do that. We might have had a overnight stay here or there during the week, particularly those loads that went all the way down to Gulfport, Mississippi, because there's enough scales between there and here that there's you still have to cross a bridge over a river, and there's going to be a DOT way in front on the other side, so you can't just run it straight through.
Yeah.
You could, but it's a crapshoot,
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
But then, you know, here at Bowerman, I think I may have stayed out for 14 days, but for the most part, it's just 1 week.
Weren't you going to like Oceanside or something? Didn't you have a dedicated run?
Yeah, we did a lot of stuff going over to Miraloma, California for Lennox, and then we would go down to Oceanside, California. We would do a FedEx skip zone program. We'd pick up there, and it would come back here to Memphis, Tennessee, and it would just drop, and then it would deliver wherever else, east, north, whatever from there. But yeah, we did that a lot. I think we did 2 of those a week. I think it was one on Tuesday and one on Fridays. And so it was tight. You had to run it, especially since, you know, you delivered, you need to get a full break in while you drive down to Oceanside. You got to wait all day long after you've already been awake. Force yourself to take a nap because that load's not going to be ready to move out to like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And while you've already been up all day long, that load's got to go. Yeah. And so I probably got to Yuma and took a quick nap in Yuma and then the rest of the way. But yeah, we don't go out there no more. I mean, that's too bad. I mean, it's a tight load. If it's done right, laid out right, you could leave on a Sunday and still be back home on Friday. But that's neat. But
leave on Sunday, home on Friday. Dude, I'd leave on Monday, be in Phoenix by Tuesday, and be home Wednesday.
And you just call it. See, see, that's where a lot of we differ greatly because I mean, you didn't want to be away from home. Yeah. But at the same time,
well, I had the kids, you know.
I have kids too.
I know, but that was my
and so thing. Everyone operates just a little bit differently. Yeah. And so I guess it's don't want to talk smack and say, well, you just don't give a damn, you know. Some of us gotta work for a living and provide and blah, blah,
well,
blah.
I mean, okay, like for instance, after I left the company we don't speak of, I think that was when Dad got his own authority. Right. So then we started trying to build that a little bit, and I had more freedom at that point because I didn't have to tell somebody, no, I didn't want the load, and them get mad at me. Well, I'm just trying to help your business, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. I appreciate that, but I'm going home. I'm in Little Rock. It's Thursday afternoon. I'm good. You know, like
you're like, I can smell home. I'm out.
I'm like an hour away, buddy. But when we got our own authority, I mean, I did one load one time. I picked up, what's that? Starts with an S, south of Little Rock. We used to go through there all the time. I don't remember. Just south of Little Rock a little bit.
A place?
The town.
Star City?
No, just literally south of Little Rock on 167.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, anyway, nonetheless, picked up there. It was an oversized load going to Miami, is what it was.
No.
Yeah. And paid $6,000. So I was sitting in Miami.
That's
Tuesday
because they know
morning.
you're not going to have anywhere to park.
It was tight.
There's like just south of Jacksonville, truck stop, and then nothing. Nothing.
But
if there are any, they have like 4 parking spots.
And if you're lucky, you can park at the receiver. But if you're lucky. So for me, if I knew I already made my money right there, that's it. I'm not getting a load home. I'm just coming home because that's already paid for. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I didn't really care about getting back hauls. I didn't care. I mean, my whole thing was going home.
You're like, all right, get the stuff off, just put it in gear, and I'm going home. See ya.
Pretty much.
So part of your hesitance to want to stay out longer is primarily family. Yeah. So, when I first started driving over the road, like I said, I was gone 5-6 weeks, and so that was different. And Sierra, my oldest, was 4, 4, somewhere in there. So she was young. So it was just see ya.
Kind of makes you feel old, don't it?
Always. Yeah. She's 22. She's 22. Right? Yeah. Should be. No, wait. Shit. Yeah, 22. Should be 23 in March. It's just right on the corner.
I know. It's crazy.
And so
it's crazy.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on your own personality traits and how you deal with that kind of thing. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm a homebody, but I'm social. So, but a lot of times I don't just talk to random people. If I'll find myself in certain conversations with people, and if I'm bored, I'll find any reason I can find to like, oh, dude, the broker's calling. We call you later.
Was that
no
my phone?
No one's calling. I'm like, I'm bored. I don't want to talk to you no more.
Yeah.
Nothing against you.
I don't know how these guys
But-
do it. You'll go to the truck stop or something, and you're standing in line, and this guy's just chit, talking to the lady like, you don't know her. Like, please don't turn around and talk to me.
You're like, dude, I just want to buy my Coke and get to the truck, man.
And they'll be standing outside their trucks just bull crapping and talking, and I'm like, that's just not.
So how much heartache did you have to deal with being away from home for only 4 or 5 days?
That wasn't bad. I mean, it's stressful in relationships, of course,
Right.
You know, but nothing compared to months at a time.
Right.
So the heartache wasn't that big a deal. I guess I was more worried about stuff I had to do. You know, I got the kids every weekend.
All the stuff you had to do when you get home, your honey-do list, it just keeps growing and growing.
Yeah, I got the kids every weekend. I knew, you know, I may have to change a U-joint. I may have to, you know, brake pods. I don't know, you know,
Right.
whatever it may be. And so all that stuff kind of piles up, whatever needs done at the house and everything.
Right.
And by the end of the week, you're like, oh, crap. Like, I'm home. See you later. You know,
Right.
I still got stuff to do. But
Well, I don't have any of my family here, but you decided to go ahead and bring your son in. Here's your son Jay. How you doing?
Good.
Awesome. So, what was your experience like? I mean, you know, your dad leaving, going off from the road. I mean, were you aware of how long he was gone at starting out, or was it just like you get up in the morning and dad's not there? And
Well, I wouldn't get up in the morning because I lived at my mom's, and I'd see him like every other weekend, or is it every weekend?
I got y'all every weekend.
So I
well,
wouldn't
when you
wake up
started,
and he was
you
gone.
were still with.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was too young for that. He doesn't remember.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd just be at my mom's, and she would tell me to pack my bags,
Yeah.
or I'd be at your house, and you would tell me to pack my bags.
Good
just the
story.
way you say it, just the way he says, pack your bags. It's like you're done, get out. Well, I mean, did you have crap?
I think he's trying to ask, like, kind of how it made you feel, or if you realized that I was gone, or you can go off your list if you want to.
I'm looking at it.
I mean, were there like you knew that dad was coming home on Thursday or Friday? Did you have like a list of things that you're looking forward to doing when dad gets home? I mean, I'm sure the experience would have been different for Ariel because she was older.
She was older, yeah.
And so,
Really just like see him. He would try to get me to work on the truck a lot. I don't think I ever wanted to, though.
Nobody does, buddy.
no, yeah. That's why I'm not an owner and operator. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You want me to drive and work on my own crap? No. That's why we pay people to do that.
One time I lost my phone at your house, and I didn't see it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because you're
So-
gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got scared of losing my stuff after that. I was by myself sometimes because you were doing something on your own time, but
Oh, you mean like you were over at his house and he was working on the
yeah,
truck?
I'd be on
Right.
his house and he'd be doing something. It
Right.
was probably just playing the guitar at the truck.
He's into guitar now, too, so it counts. We're fine.
Bass.
Yeah.
Not the same.
Just hush.
Sometimes you'd have souvenirs from different states.
True.
I thought they were
What kind of
just-
souvenirs? I mean, what me and my wife do whenever we travel, we get a shot glass from every place we go to.
Well, I'm not the
Obviously-
age to drink.
Oh, excuse me. In this case, toothpick holders.
Uh-huh. Toothpick.
That's what they're called at Disney World.
I would bring, like, magnets or something, or, like, I'm a claw master on that machine. You know what I'm saying? The claw game.
Yeah.
So I would try to
Oh, okay.
win those and bring them home. I don't know. You know how it is at a truck stop. You just kind of look around and you're like, oh, $20 for that little thing, huh?
No.
Yeah. You don't say you didn't do it.
No.
Really?
No. Because I know all those machines are rigged. I'm like, I'm not blowing $5 and knowing that I'm not going to get a damn thing.
I was
It
good
drops
at it. I don't know, man.
There's a guy that has that YouTube channel that does all those type of games all the time.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, where was this guy earlier?
Yeah.
And so, Well, I mean, when he got to come home and you get to spend actually when he's not working on the truck or anything else, what were some of your favorite activities that you and him like to do?
The music room. We don't really use the RV, and I'd go in there, whole bunch of instruments, and he would actually do stuff, but I would just sit and like hit something on the drums. Or like I've learned to play like 2 things on the piano. Never anything valuable or interesting though. I was just doing whatever he was
Well,
doing.
I think the piano and the guitar are they're the only 2 instruments you can do chords on, right? I mean,
Well, I mean,
can you do chords on other string instruments? Because with the bow, you're only really hitting one. Well, I guess maybe sometimes 2 strings
I've never really thought about
because it has a curved bridge.
It does, yes.
And so, but you play trumpet, right?
Yes, first chair.
First chair. Wow, right on.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, sounds like it.
He learned Star Wars the other day.
I did.
Revenge of the Sith.
Learn the Force theme.
I did.
I thought you did. Didn't you transcribe it?
Transpose it.
I do a whole bunch of different things.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I'll see myself out.
If Kel watches, he's gonna be like, "What the hell is he saying?" Because he does all that stuff. He starts talking about transposing and all this stuff. I'm like, all I'm here, not to offend anyone, but all I hear is ching ching chong ching chong ching chong ching chong. I'm like, okay, dude,
Yeah.
whatever. If you're excited,
We
that's,
speak 2
that's
different
awesome.
languages.
That's
when
awesome,
we're
dude.
Talking music, for sure.
It's like, sure, dude, as long as you're excited. And so, well, your dad doesn't have to drive truck anymore, but so he's home every day.
Yeah. How's that going?
Does that suck?
Not really. It's good. Yeah.
We go out to eat a lot.
That was one of the, I mean, there was a short period of time I came off the road. The wife was like, you need to go back to work. You're not like that. You're like, you need to go, dude. I need this. I need the whole house to myself. You need to beat it.
You know, that's actually a good point. A lot of people, when they do come off the road, it puts a big strain on
Well,
their
yeah, because
marriage.
it's completely different.
The dynamic has just changed.
It's like, you're still here.
Yeah, go away. I don't remember who I was seeing at the time, but she said, when you're home, it's like I have to change everything for those 3 or 4 days. I'm like, seriously? Because I thought I was just here helping, you know. No, apparently. I mean, it makes everything they do is just out of sync at that point. You know?
Well, I don't know if it's still like that. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just definitely would. I mean, I definitely would like to get out of the truck. You lucked out.
I did. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to make the money that I make.
Was the adjustment coming out of the truck and being home every day a major thing, or what? Just the being home part, or was it more of the adjustment to the lower income? I mean, which one had the bigger impact? Being home every day? Well,
actually, don't look at him.
Yeah.
Financially, it was a huge burden because I have a entrepreneur mindset,
right?
You know, and so what I did was try to figure something out first, obviously,
right,
before I could just come home. But being home every day and having to go to a place every day to work, that was messed up, you know, because now I'm back in the working world, and I didn't like that too much. Financially, of course, everywhere you start out, you start here and you kind of, you know, go up, but it took a while. It took a long while. So what I did was started putting up buildings, you know, dollar stores, and that was great money in it.
Wasn't there sometimes you were away from home for overnight for that?
Oh, months.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
And that's when I would call them every night. You know, I'll be home as soon as I can. But when you work for contractors like that, they don't like you to take.
That's why you bought
off.
the camper, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what was that like? Him being gone for more than just 4 or 5 days?
I don't even think I remember it. Might have been too young.
Well, that was only,
I guess that's
5-6 years ago or something. It's like 2016, 2018.
It's 2024, dude.
Oh, crap. So, it was just the other day.
It was just, right. So I guess you probably were a little bit young.
Yeah.
So You talked about being out on the road with your dad and everything. Did you ever go out with him on the road for a couple days or anything?
No, it was only like A to B, not like California to Mississippi or something.
So you'd like leave out and come home the same day
Yeah,
kind
if
of
it
thing?
was something that I had to, like I came home and I had to deliver the next day,
Right.
I may take him to Little Rock
Like,
or whatever.
Blytheville and drop off steel or
Yeah,
whatever.
Right.
So, do you wish he was still over the road? You can go on the road with him like during the summer months or anything?
So no.
He's all he's like, you lost your mind? No, hell no.
Oh.
There's no big screen TV. There's no
Yeah.
Xbox.
Oh, I would so have to set that up for him. Yeah. Yeah.
So what's your poison? Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation?
Whenever we go on road trips, the first thing I do is load up Clash Royale on his tablet. So,
He's asking what system you prefer.
Nintendo.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Not the Switch, just anything Nintendo.
Anything Nintendo. Well, give him an old school Game Boy, see if he still feels the same way.
Oh yeah, Link's Awakening.
I actually just bought a Super Game Boy for the SNES.
Oh, well, that's in color. The original Game Boy was not in color.
I know. It was weird.
My Game Boy's broken. I'm like, no, dude, there's a contrast slider.
Contrast.
You got to adjust it, dude. Man, I think the fastest paced game I played on that was Mortal Kombat.
And it was half a blur, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, I think I'm winning. No, but Stable's staple. Tetris is a mainstay. It's like a staple of like handhelds. That's
Actually, I think it came out with the Game Boy, didn't it?
yeah. That's the only game that came out. Unless you're lucky to get one of them bundle packs, you might get Super Mario Land, which, yeah. So
I don't know.
So you don't want to go. What do you want to do? Are you really into music, or are you interested in maybe checking out this trucking thing later on when you get older in 11 more years?
Well, it depends if trucking made good money, because music's fun, but if trucking makes good money,
well, trucking does make good money. That's the problem. That's
what gets you stuck.
That's exactly. Like, I can't tell you how many times that people call me all the time. Hey, I got a computer question, and then the other side will be like, well, if you can do all this stuff, why do you drive a truck? It's like
money,
because it pays better, and so I don't have like 50 high-end clients to, but so computers would be fun. It's interesting, but doing it for work, no. But
see, also if you were to do that, it would lose its luster.
Yeah,
it really would.
Yep. And so, so you're a little bit interested in maybe checking out trucking.
probably.
Like how interested in music are you? I mean, do you sit there and do you make up your own stuff, playing your trumpet or anything, or?
No, not the. I won't even spend the whole day practicing. Just like maybe if you put the time together, a few hours. Except after I started learning the bass, I'd get bored, and the first thing I'd think of is doing the bass. But there's a small chance of getting successful off music, and there's a bigger chance of making good money off of trucking. So
other than music and trucking, what else would you want to do? I mean, you're at the age now where you're going to be talking about career planning, going through school and everything. You're what, 7th grade?
13.
Yeah, 7th grade.
7th grade? Yeah, oh yeah. So, did you start music this year or at the end of last year? They usually introduce you to
fifth grade.
5th grade. They usually introduce you to a little bit around 6th grade. So
yeah, I learned notes in 5th grade, and then I learned to play in 6th grade.
So you're out at Central?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's your band director?
Zachary White.
Okay. I'm trying to remember where Lucy went. He was our band director, and
Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
he left. I'm like, what the fuck? he was really cool. But then band directors they have now are pretty cool. So, but so okay. What was it, other than music, trucking? Is there anything?
Architecture. Engineering.
Oh, okay, cool. Because yeah, definitely a lot of things that you'd be interested
Both
in.
low
So.
chances, though.
And so,
Not low chances. You just got to study.
I'm bad at math. They both.
We'll get there.
well, he's at the age where like if he's going to be really good at it, you'd have more and you'd enjoy math. Like my kid, he gets in trouble all the time. You didn't show your work. I did it in my head.
That's a lot of his problem. He
not?
goes too fast. Like
Well-
it's the right answer. You're just off by one. What happened?
Forgot to carry the one.
Mhm.
Borrow. And they don't. I'm sorry. You don't do that. You don't.
Yeah,
You
they-
don't.
no,
No, you had to teach me Common Core.
no. You better turn that
I
around.
had to remember it.
I don't know Common Core. I had to teach him the way we do it.
Oh, no. Sorry, yeah. Not
What's-
Common Core, old way.
What's funny about Common Core? I seen a video because I've seen several people talk about Common Core. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not how we learn.
No.
And so what's funny, I seen the video that was very informative of how Common Core works and how it's broke down. We are getting way off base.
Oh, it's yeah, I know, right? I'm like, were we talking about trucks?
So, but
You can edit this out, right?
no, leave it in there. But when I seen this video where they're talking about, they broke it down so simply on how Common Core works. I'm like, oh shit, that's how I do it in my head. And so, or at least part of it.
I had to actually call his teacher. I'm like, look, if he's not getting it or whatever, I can help him at home, but it's not gonna be the way you are teaching.
We're gonna borrow the one.
And she's like, I don't give a shit. As long as he can do it and get the answer, I'm
Right.
like, I got you. We
We're
got
good.
this.
We're good.
Anyway,
So, but well, I think that's going to be wrapping it up for this episode. So, especially since we're veering off the whole idea of the open road or trucking in general. So, want to thank our guests Jay and Jay for
to be
coming
here.
on. And if you guys haven't already done so, be sure and click that subscribe button. Click the little bell icon so you'll be part of the whole little notification squad. And if you have any comments or suggestions about the episode or future episodes or ideas or content, so on and so forth, leave those in the comment section below. Be sure to like and thumbs up this video. If you want to thumbs down this video and don't like it, that's fine. You're perfectly fine with that. Just if you do so, be sure to let us know why in the comment section below so we can correct those mistakes in the future. So until next week, you guys have a good week. Be safe out there on the road, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.